Peace and blessings. Welcome. We're going to have a story uh, today about a character that I spoke about earlier, Anansi the Spider. And Anansi is a folk hero. He's kind of a funny fellow, a trickster, cunning. He usually uses his brain rather than his strength, right, to overcome larger enemies. He's often depicted with human qualities. Um, he makes a lot of mischief and he often gets into trouble. But I'm going to read you a story about one of his adventures that's a little different than what I just described to you. So Anansi was a father. Anansi had 6 sons. His first son was called Sea Trouble. The second son was called Road Builder. The third son was called River Drinker. The next son was Game Skinner. And the other son, Stone Thrower. And the baby son was called Cushion because he was soft. So Anansi's on a trip far away from home. And while he's away, he gets lost, which sometimes happens when you're on a long trip and you're going someplace you've never been to before. And so he gets lost and he falls into trouble. Well, fortunately, his first son, Sea Trouble, was able to see that his father was in trouble. And he said, "Oh, father is in trouble." And he told his brothers, "We've got to go help father." So the next son, Road Builder, said, "Come, follow me." And they all followed him along the road to where their father Anansi was in trouble. And where he was in trouble was by the river. Because when Anansi came to the river, he fell into the river and was swallowed by a big fish. So when they got to the river and they saw that Sea Trouble said, "This is where father is," River Drinker took a big drink and he drank and drank and drank until he drank up the river, which revealed the big fish where their father was in this big fish's stomach. Game Skinner's son comes and cuts open the fish, and out comes Anansi. But before Anansi could come out and join his son, more trouble comes. A huge falcon bird comes swooping down and picks Anansi up and takes him up high in the sky. Well, the next son, Stone Thrower, grabs a stone and throws it, hitting the falcon, who drops Anansi out of his mouth, and Anansi starts to fall down, 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 down. And the baby son, Cushion, comes right underneath his father, and his father lands on him, and everything is fine. So they start home together, finally, happy to be together, happy that Anansi is out of trouble. And on the way home, Anansi finds this beautiful globe of light, a round ball of light. And he says, "Oh, this is so beautiful. I must give this as a gift to the son who rescued me." What do you think he's going to do next?